Good morning, good people. Welcome back to Collector's Quest, and thank you so much for joining me on another weekend gaming adventure. Plan for today is to hit up the local car boot, which is Coles, Sunday morning, currently about 4:30, 4:45. So let's hope we get as many good stuff as we did on the previous video. For anyone that didn't watch Tudor's video, this is the entire stack that we managed to pick up from the e-boot car boot in Birmingham. So here's hoping that today's car boot is going to be half as good as what we picked up on Tuesday's video. If you haven't seen that, then make sure you go and watch it. Today's car boot is very competitive though. You've got 5 or 6 people always asking for games, so I highly doubt we're going to find that many games, but fingers crossed. So I'm going to get the car loaded and we're going to hit up the car boot. But then once we come back from the car boot, I'm actually going to Stratford with the missus, and I think it's just the law, but whenever you go to a new area, you always have to search up if there's any local CEXs, and there are 2 CEXs in the Stratford area, so I'll be sure to bring you guys along when we go to Stratford and hit up the 2 CEXs. Hopefully we've got some stuff to trade in for those sweet vouchers. So get the car loaded and I'll catch you when we get to Coles car boot. Alright, I've just made it to Coles car boot. It's about 5:10, so let's get out there, get on the hunt, and hopefully pick up some great things from the car boot. It was very tough early on in this car boot, but I picked up 2 box sets, Band of Brothers and the Pacific. Paid £8 in total, and these going for a combined £14 voucher. But I might look to flip them on eBay as they are brand new and sealed, so hopefully get £10 each for them on eBay. Would you do £8 for those 2, mate? £4 each?
Yeah, go on then.
Yeah, cheers. Picked up a copy of Just Dance 2015, paid £1.50, and this goes in for a £5 voucher, so not a bad pick up here. Would you sell some of the games on its own, mate?
Yeah.
How much you want for a couple of the games then?
£1.50 each.
It's alright, I'll just take that one, please.
Alright.
Thank you. This seller also had a Guitar Hero free guitar for the Nintendo Wii, and if you sell it on its own, it goes in for a £12 voucher, but if you bundle it with the game, it actually goes in for a £23 voucher, so pay £6 and hopefully I can either find the game at a car boot or I might have it somewhere in the loft, so hopefully £6 into a £23 voucher. Would you sell the guitar on its own as well, mate, or?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it comes with the game actually.
How much would you want for it?
10.
Has it got everything in there, like the guitar and...
I know, Rich, it's me who always played it.
Yeah. They're great, aren't they? Would you do £6?
Yeah, go on.
Cheers, thanks for this.
Yeah.
Next games I picked up a copy of Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, that's a £3 voucher. Gran Turismo Sport, which is a £5 voucher, and the best game out of this bunch, the Simpsons game for the Nintendo Wii, which is a £7 voucher. Paid £5 in total for these 3 games, and they all go in for a £15 voucher, so bang on the money in terms of tripling my money.
Got a Wii console as well.
Okay, how much you want for that?
35.
Okay mate, cheers, thank you. How much have you got on your PS4 games?
With 21.
That one possibly?
£23 on that.
Okay, cheers mate. Would you do a 5 for those 3 mate?
Yeah.
Cheers mate, thank you. Next pickup was something a bit different, so I always recommend looking at CX for what they're taking, but I picked up a Casio FX85 GT calculator. The C grade trades in for a £3 voucher and I paid 50p. Morning, how much is your calculator please? Back to some games, and I picked up Battleship for PS3, that's a £3 voucher, Minecraft, which is a £5 voucher, and Sonic All-Stars Racing, which is a £5 voucher. In total I paid £5 and they all trade in for £13 vouchers, so just £2 shy of tripling my money. Did you do 5 for the 3?
Yeah, go on.
Thank you. Last pickups, found a box of games, and the lady wanted £1 a game, so I picked up GTA 4, that's a £4 trade-in. Best find from this bunch was Dead or Alive Extreme 2 for the 360, that's a £13 trade-in. And then went back into the box and I picked up Dirt 3, which is a £3 trade-in, and I also picked up Grid Auto Sport, which is a £4 trade-in. So in total, paid £4, and I'm looking to get about £25 on a voucher, so some great pickups here.
Bless you, please.
So back in the car from Carl's car boot, and it was alright, not too bad. Not as good as the e-boot car boot yesterday, but man, it's freezing. Like, my hands are tingling. Decent amount of games and one electronic, so not too bad. Gonna go home, put the kettle on, get a fresh brew because I'm froze. So we'll do that, then we'll go over the pickups. But you guys already know how much I spent and how much everything goes in for, so you know before me. But yeah, let's head home and I'll go over what I picked up. So just got back from the car boot, definitely feeling a lot warmer. Had a nice shower, got a nice cup of tea, and got a nice warm jumper on representing The Witcher. Car boot today was all right. You know, I think this video and Tuesday's video, which if you haven't seen, I highly recommend going and watch Tuesday's video. I think it illustrates the two extremes when it comes to going to the car boot sales. Obviously Tuesday's video was an amazing car boot hunt, tons of games, and definitely one that's going to stick in the memory for a long time. But I think today is kind of your typical thing when you go to the car boots. You know, got some games, a couple of box sets, a couple of electronics. So this is kind of like what to expect in terms of most of the car boots that you might go to. And at the end of the day, car boot sales are a numbers game. The more you go to, the more that you will hopefully pick up, and those CX vouchers definitely do stack up. So I'm not going to go through these in great detail because you already know how much I spent and how much I'm going to get on a sweet voucher, but picked up these two sealed DVDs, hopefully get £10 each for those on eBay. Then picked up Just Dance 2015 for the Nintendo Wii, paid £1.50, that's like a £6 voucher. So keep an eye out for all of the Just Dance games that I've got the years after them, so like Just Dance 2014 and Just Dance 2015. I also picked up this from the same person, absolutely massive. Picked up the Guitar Hero 3 Legends of Rock guitar, and I think I paid £6 for that. I think on CEX you get maybe like £30 including the game, but that doesn't actually come with the game, so I'm going to have to source that from somewhere else. But I think for £6 my money's pretty safe. I then picked up these three games here. I think I paid £5, and I think in total they all trade in for £15. So not too bad, tripling my money. I then picked up these three games here. I think I paid £5 for those three, and I think you get £13 on a voucher, so not too bad, just £2 from tripling my money. And then shout out to Will. I picked up this Casio calculator. I paid 50p for it, and I think that goes in for £3 for the grade C version. So like I said on last week's video, make sure you keep a lookout for calculators because CX do take them. Don't know if it needs the cover, but for 50p, can't go wrong. Then definitely the pickups of the day from that car boot was this stack of games here. I paid £1 a game, and the standout was definitely Dead or Alive Extreme 2. I've heard this has got a very good jiggle physics. Yeah, interesting. I think that is like a £20 game at CX, and they give you a £13 voucher. Doesn't come with the manual, unfortunately, so I couldn't really sell it on eBay or sell it outside of CEX, but I think in total there's like maybe like £26 in total for those four games. So £4 for like a £25 voucher isn't too bad at all. So I think in total I spent like £35, and hopefully I sell those DVDs and get, you know, £20 back. So, you know, let's say we spent £15, you know, £15 for probably like £50 worth of vouchers, you know, can't complain. You know, like I said, I love going out to the car boot sale, so yeah, £50 vouchers, not too bad. So the plan today is to go to Stratford. Gonna go there with the missus for a nice day out, but like I said earlier, gotta hit up the CXs. I think there's 2 CXs in Stratford, so gonna take in all these games, DVDs, and also all the things that I picked up on Tuesday's video. And they have got some cool looking JRPGs, so I'll hopefully be able to pick those up and add them to the collection. So yeah, I'll probably catch up with you guys when we get to Stratford, so I'll see you guys in a bit. Just outside Stratford CEX, going to try and trade in this big bag of games, so let's see what they've got to offer. Jumping into Stratford CEX, and they had a ton of Xbox 360 steelbooks, so let me know in the comments below which ones you would have picked up. I also found a PS4 steelbook within the 360 section. And this Iron Man steelbook was priced up at £18, which is quite a lot more than the normal copy of the game goes for. Jumping over to the PlayStation 3 section, and as you can see, it's nowhere near as big as the Xbox 360 section. The only thing that stuck out to me was this Mass Effect trilogy for £25. I was looking to pick up this PS2 game, but unfortunately no manual, so I had to put it back. I also wanted to pick up this copy of Wild Arms 3, but the cover and the art was damaged, there was rips on it, so for £18 I had to leave it behind. I want to hear from you guys in the comments below, but this game, Seven Blaze, keeps calling my name. It looks like a JRPG and something that would be right up my alley, but let me know if you played it, because online the reviews aren't too good. A super cool lenticular cover for the Resident Evil 4 remake on the PS5, and a very nice looking steelbook for Dragon's Dogma 2. Just came out of Stratford CEX, and they're tucking everything apart from 2 games. Just trying to find my missus now, but I got £184 on a voucher, so happy days. Did what I needed to do, and I picked up 3 games, 1 which was on my list and 2 which weren't, which is always the way. So going to try and find the missus, then we're going to head to Leamington Spa to see what that CX has to offer. Just outside Leamington Spa CEX, so let's have a look what they got. My hair's windswept. Jumping straight into Leamington Spa CEX, some very expensive 3DS games here. They also had a nice selection of Tunic games, some very nice condition Nintendo Wii bigger boxes here. Was super tempted by the Pandora's Tower copy, but for £100 I've already got the game, so definitely something that I don't need to be rushing out to pick up. From expensive Nintendo Wii cardboard to very expensive GameCube games here. £230 for Pokemon Gale of Darkness with no manual. That is insanely priced. They also had some very nice condition Game Boy and Game Boy Color games here. Very cool to see this indeed. Shout out to Harry for absolutely trashing this copy of Evergrace for the PS2. This is a From Software RPG that I was looking to pick up, but Harry had to write his name on the front cover, so one I'll be looking to pick up sometime in the future. So it's actually been a few days since I did the filming around Stratford-upon-Avon and Leamington Spa. Just been super busy editing Tuesday's video of me and Diego Damo going around eBoot Car Boot and finding some absolutely amazing things. And just want to say a massive thank you to all of you guys who watched that video, everyone that liked, commented. No matter what you did, I massively appreciate everyone's feedback and support on that video. But back to CEX, had a great time going around Stratford and Leamington Spa. Great CEXs, and I've got some very good things to add to the collection. So starting with what happened in Stratford-upon-Avon, I went there with a bag full of games that we picked up from Tuesday's video and on today's video, and I got a nice sweet voucher worth £184, so happy days. Can go and splash that voucher, and I've spent it all, guys. It's gone. Every single penny of it has gone on the fantastic things I picked up, so can't ask for much more. First thing I got was this cool steelbook for the PlayStation 4, and it's this copy of Deus Ex Mankind Divided, and for £3, nah, no way I was leaving that behind. That was going straight in my basket, and looks like a very interesting game, cool RPG, and like I said, look at that design, guys, that's incredible. For £3, yeah, bargain, can't go wrong with that. Then from Steelbooks, I picked up a seemingly uncommon PlayStation 2 cardboard sleeve, again for the base price. I don't know if this was priced up at the incorrect price, but again, I weren't leaving it behind for this price. So I picked up this copy of Devil May Cry 3 for £6, but it's a Dante's Awakening edition in this nice cardboard sleeve. I mean, it's got a real nice finish to it, like real high quality card, and as you can see, in a very nice condition. Just a standard game, again in real nice condition. Manual is crispy and the disc is mint. So yeah, looking on eBay, I can see one on there at the minute for like £25, but it's absolutely battered, nowhere near as good as this copy here. So for £6, yeah, again, weren't leaving that behind, and I am a big fan of the Devil May Cry series, so a great pickup there. Then the final game I picked up, and this goes into my JRPG weird collecting habits. I'm pretty much at that stage now where any JRPG that I don't have in the collection and it looks fairly interesting, I'm going to definitely be picking it up, even if it has, you know, mixed reviews, and this definitely falls into that camp. I picked up a copy of Trapped for the PlayStation 2 and it cost me £22. This is very much like Lemmings, where you're having to place traps around the map and trying to kill people in very weird and macabre ways. And I'll show you this, but yeah, I mean, look at that. Manual is crispy and the disc has, you know, barely got a scratch on it, if any. So yeah, for £22, very happy with that pickup, and seemingly an uncommon JRPG. I think there's, you know, a couple in stock at CEX, so yeah, super happy with that pickup, and another one to tick off the PlayStation 2 JRPG list. Then from Stratford upon Avon, we went to Leamington Spa, and Leamington was a real nice town. Never been there before, but I'd highly recommend it, guys. Great day out, and the CEX was fantastic. Real friendly staff and great things on the shelf, and I've got some amazing things. I've got some very heavy hitting DS and 3DS games. So first thing I picked up, you saw on the footage maybe that they had a decent selection of steelbooks, and this one is awesome. Again, real cheap, so I recommend trying to keep a lookout for it. But I picked up Borderlands 3 for £4, and this steelbook is amazing. I mean, whoa, look at the design on that, guys. Amazing art on that. Yeah, I haven't played this one. Got super great memories of playing Borderlands 1 and 2 back in the day, so yeah, might give that a blast at some point. But even if I don't, for £4, no way I was leaving that behind. So yeah, great steelbook to add to the collection. Like I mentioned, in Stratford upon Avon, they had some amazing Xbox 360 steelbooks, but they had one in Leamington Spa, and out of all of the Xbox 360 steelbooks, this is one I've been actively hunting for, but every time you see it, it's absolutely battered. So I'm happy to finally add a copy of BioShock, the tin edition, to my collection, and as you can see, for £6, this is in a very nice condition. Yeah, great artwork on that steelbook. I love the rusty worn finish on that, and yeah, it's always battered, this one is. I think it might be just down to the age. This is probably, you know, nearly 20 years old, but this one is in very good condition, so happy to pick that up and add it to my very small Xbox 360 collection. Then we've got another steelbook. Like I said, guys, I had tons of steelbooks, and I've actively been trying to add this to the collection. It's not that uncommon. You can still pick it up fairly commonly on Amazon for, you know, similar price to what I paid. But I picked up a copy of Dragon's Crown Pro for the PlayStation 4 for £20, and again, great steelbook. Got a great dragon on there, great design, and it's also got a real nice embossed finish. Might come through on camera, but yeah, that's a great find. And like I say, if you want to pick this up, you can pick it up on Amazon. I think it's, you know, £20 brand new, but of course I use vouchers, so it didn't cost me that. But yeah, great pickup. And a game that I want to play, this is from the same developers that brought us Odin Sphere. So it's a side-scroller beat 'em up. Fantastic artwork and graphics from Vanillaware, so I'd highly recommend jumping on that if you haven't played it already. Then we get to the two heavy hitting games I'm adding to the DS and the 3DS collection. So the first game for the DS costed me £52. I picked up Dragon Quest, the Chapters of the Chosen, and like I said, £52. This has got everything that you would expect, complete in box with a manual. And I think there's only one or two more games that I need for the 3DS or the DS in terms of Dragon Quest. I think it might be 5. That's very expensive, like upwards of £140. So gonna have to bite the bullet and hopefully find that in person someday. But great one to add to the collection, and another one to add to the JRPG list. Then the very heavy hitting game for the Nintendo 3DS, and I mentioned before that with the Nintendo 3DS, I've got a very, you know, small list of about 20 to 30 games that I'm looking to add to my collection, and this one was probably number 3. Number 1 is definitely Radiant Historia, and once I saw it in stock there, I knew I had to make the journey, and thankfully it wasn't a cover reprint, so I picked up a copy of Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse for the whopping price of £115. And like I said,
again in very good condition, complete with a leaflet, which is, you know, as good as you could hope for in terms of a manual. And yeah, I'm looking forward to jumping into that at some point in the future. This is a sequel to Shin Megami Tensei 4, which was only an American release. We never got that in the PAL, so gonna have to figure out a way to play that. But yeah, super happy to pick that up. So the final pickup came about in odd circumstances. So I'm at the checkout paying, you know, £180 for those games, and you think I'd be happy with adding a heavy hitting game in a Shin Megami Tensei for £115, but just over the other side I could see someone was trading in a bunch of Xbox 360 and Xbox One special editions, and I was being nosy and I was going, oh, okay, he's got some interesting stuff there. He had things such as the Halo 4 limited edition, Gears of War 3. He also had like a Red Dead Redemption 2 special edition for the Xbox One. But I saw one that caught my eye and I thought, I'm going to wait for him to go, because I reckon they're going to price it up at the same price they do for the base game. And I was correct, and they didn't even get a chance to put a sticker on it. So I picked this up, and I don't even collect for this console. I got rid of my entire Xbox One collection. There was one game I wanted to add back to that collection, and this is the one I wanted to add, but I didn't even know this edition existed. And I picked up this. So this is Halo the Master Chief Collection, which in my eyes is probably the only Xbox One exclusive worth adding to your collection. But as you can see, it comes in this, you know, real nice big box. I didn't even know this was a thing, guys. And as you can see, no sticker on it. That cost me £12. Bargain. I mean, £12 for that, great. I'll do some B-roll, but this comes with obviously the game, the steelbook, a map, and everything that would come in this bigger box. And I think for £12 I did very well. Looking on eBay, the steelbook goes for about £20 to £25 on its own, and everything in this bigger box, you know, will set you back about £40. So I think for £12 I did very well. So that's everything that I picked up from the Stratford upon Avon and the Leamington Spa CEXs. Let me know in the comments below what you would have picked up either from the car boot sales or the 2 CEXs that I went to. But before we close out the video, I'm going to do the giveaway for those amazing PS3 exclusives that I picked up a couple of weeks ago. So I'm going to jump over to the computer and we'll do that giveaway. Right then, got my application running, so I'm going to go over to the £20 CX PS3 challenge, grab the video ID, and as you can see, we've got 187 comments. So again, thank you so much guys for all of the positive feedback and the comments on all my videos. Yeah, great stuff. So take that, copy and paste it into here, boom, got all the comments, and as you can see, 187 comments here, so all good. And I'm going to filter out for the word PS3 bangers. Fetch all the comments that have PS3 bangers in the comment, and we are now left with 65 comments. So good luck to everyone. Going to press a button in 3, 2, 1, and the winner is Lishi. Apologies mate if I butchered your name, but you are the winner of the PS3 exclusives that I picked up during the £20 CEX PS3 challenge. So shout out to you, Lishi. I'll comment on your original comment on the video, and you can reach out to me on Instagram and we'll get these games sent out to you. So yeah, shout out to you mate. So a big shout out to you, Lishi, for winning those amazing PS3 bangers, and I really do hope it kickstarts your PS3 collecting journey. And just a big shout out to everyone who watches, who likes, who comments, and who's joined me on this collecting journey and on this amazing YouTube journey. It absolutely blows my mind to think that at the start of the year we were on 800 subs and now we're on over 1700. It's just absolutely mind-boggling to think that you guys tune in twice a week. You love watching me, you love listening to what I say. Well, hopefully most of you love watching me. It's just incredible guys. So yeah, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. And these giveaways are my way of showing my gratitude and my appreciation for your continued support. So if you haven't won anything on the previous giveaways, then don't be downhearted. Got plenty more giveaways coming your way. And speaking of things coming your way, got the NEC Toy Fair coming up on next Tuesday's video. So keep a look to the channel. Going to be a great event and hopefully going to add some amazing things to the collection. And if you haven't done so already, please hit the like button and consider subscribing to the Collector's Quest channel. Like I said, got the NEC Toy Fair coming up, and I've got some fantastic videos in the works. Got another CEX challenge coming up, which is going to be very different to the PS3 challenge, and I've got plenty of car boot hunting videos. So if that's your jam, then definitely hit the subscribe button, because I think you're going to enjoy it. And as always, good luck on your game hunts and collecting adventures. Take it easy, YouTube, and I'll catch you in the next one.